The lesson today is on area of parallelograms and rectangles. First, we're going to look at rectangles. With a rectangle, we have a length and width, and it doesn't matter which side is which. If you call this length and this width, or this length and that width, we'll end up getting the same answer. So our formula for area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. Now, you may also hear it referred to as base and height. So area equals base times height. They're the same formula. In essence, these two formulas do the same thing. So if you got your height here, base here, width here, length up here. So let's plug some numbers in and work with this. So this side is 20 feet, and this side is 10 feet. So I'm going to write my formula, and I'm going to use area equals length times width. Area equals my 20 feet times 10 feet. So area equals 20 times 10 is 200. And then I have my feet times feet. And on each one of these feet, I have like a little 1. This goes back to our exponents. And so we end up adding those together to get feet squared. So for the rectangle shown, I would have an area of 200 feet squared. Okay. Let's look at another one. So here I got 6 meters and 3 meters. So we're going to work it the same way. And go area equals base times height. Area equals 6 meters times 3 meters. Area equals 6 times 3 is 18. Meters times meters, we get meters squared because of our little 1 on the exponents there. So we get meters squared as an answer. Okay. So now, rectangles are fairly simple. But what if we look at a parallelogram? Okay. A parallelogram is shaped a little bit different than a rectangle. So how do we find the area of a parallelogram? Well, the one thing we got to do is we end up drawing a dashed line down, and this is what we call our height. Okay, so anytime we see a dashed line, okay, with a parallelogram, we can't use our diagonal side as one of our distances because it would not produce the proper area that we need. So we have this dashed line that basically gives us the form of a rectangle. So we're going to plug some numbers in here, and I'm going to go 8 miles, and we're going to have a height of 7 miles. And since basically a parallelogram is very similar to a rectangle, our formula is area equals base times height. So area equals our base is 8 miles times our height of 7 miles. So area equals 56 miles squared. So it works just the same as a rectangle, but just with a different slanted side. So we get one more. And on this one, I already have the sides labeled. And I'm going to use my formula. Area equals base times height. So area equals, my base is 5 feet times my height of 6 feet. Okay. And as you can see, I'm not using the 7 that's on this sort of diagonal side. And then my area equals 5 times 6 is 30. And I get feet squared. Now you notice with rectangle and parallelogram, my units are always squared. Right? And that goes back to when we added our exponents, we get squared. So area is always in square units. Always in square units. So when you're dealing with area, your units are always squared. Make sure you have your units labeled. Okay? Don't just put down a number, because that number could be anything. Have a label with it. Okay? Hopefully you learned something from this video, and we'll catch you next time.